All right. Hello, hello. Looks like we are indeed live. Gotta make sure I got my chats all sorted. Throw out a quick test message. Nice. Seems to be working. I enjoyed it. How quickly can you kill T4 constantly Beliant and hordes with pen shot? Very quickly to answer that question. Belial dies in like 5 seconds or something. And hordes get one shot. You know what? Just for you, I'm gonna kill Belial. 1 inventory worth of items right here. Maybe I'll get some more Azaraths to give away to people if it's something that people want. I'm on the speed pushing variant right now. Let's see if we can still kill Belial with the speed setup. I mean, we can definitely kill him. Hail Mary! Yeah, you want to get off your Spiritborn? You hate it? Why do you hate it? What's bad about the Spiritborn? Wow, he died fast. That was tier 3. Okay, we're on the wrong difficulty here. I was like, that's a bit too fast. Whoa, 4 GA boots? Flicker step. I don't know if anyone actually uses that. So bad for bossing and everything, only good for AoE, but it's interesting. Wait, I just opened another tier 3. It's funny how much autopilot happens in this game. Like, my brain is not even active, it just does things. Alright. Time to go T4. Oh, sorry, I had my browser on the screen. I'm looking for pants for a new build. Blade Shift it is. Basically, it's gonna be something I've never tried before. It's gonna rotate 2 basic skills, Heartseeker and Blade Shift. Every other attack is gonna go back and forth. And both of them will deal damage. It's gotta be wacky, but I have a feeling it might be really good. So right now, the final piece of the puzzle is some pants. So that's what I'm looking for. With basic skills and dexterity. There are a couple on the trading site, but none of them have been responding to me. Hey, Astro Hanzo. How is it going? Oh, I just saw something. Whenever the pit is red, you gotta go do it. Gotta get that whisper value. Do a quick T70. There's few things more fun than speed farming with pen shot. Reminds you of season 1? What? Well, was anyone using blade shift in season 1? Maybe just you. Or maybe I missed out. I mean, I was not as much of a part of the community back then. So I really had no idea what other players were doing outside of like Woody Joe. Someone just added me. Wonder what that was about. Yeah, this map is insane. It's so nice to not have to worry about doors and walls, and you just go. We're just going. Maybe I can spawn the boss if I find one more elite pack. Maybe there is none. Might have to go to the second layer here. That's okay. Doing good. How about yourself? Is there any backstory for the outfit of a character? There is, actually. I mean, it was a cloudy day, early spring, and for the first time in a long time, I decided to open the wardrobe. Click this button right here. Whoa. Apparently you can't change your clothes in the pit. And played around a bit. Noticed there was a button that removed all clothes. Thought it was pretty funny. But I wanted to wear some clothes, you know? It gets cold. But pants are overrated. So, got my setup together. Thought it looked pretty crazy. I was impressed by, like, the cheeks. It caught me a little bit off guard, not gonna lie. I decided to post it to Reddit. I never go on Reddit. I barely know what Reddit is. I don't associate with that platform very much. Usually it's not a good place to be. It's their reputation, I've heard. But I decided to post my new outfit on Reddit. And people genuinely... I think I got like 2,000 upvotes on Reddit. Just a screenshot of my character. And thus began my permanent look. The boots with the fur. There's fur in the hat as well. The yellow. It all came together that one day. Tyler Hill, you saw the video on this build. I would love to try it. Is there any way I can bother you with some equipment? Yes, for sure. What's your battle tag, Tyler? I will hook you up. I have given out like more than like 20 sets of gear, so I still have a couple. For 2 lucky people, I have 2 Azaraths with GA on the cold damage. Actually, I don't know what they are worth. I might trade them, but if you really behave in the chat, I might give it to you as well. But looks like your colleague from Russia when he gets drunk. Nice. That's what I was going for. We'll be on about 20 minutes. All good. All right, so let me check the website again. We need a set of pants. Maybe I should just go for GA basic attack. But it would be nice with some dexterity GA too. I feel like this should be a very unpopular item. Okay, this guy's online. I'll offer him 3 billion. And then ask how much, or I'll ask him got a price with a smiley, and maybe he'll start talking. As soon as you start talking to them, the likelihood... yeah, the likelihood of selling goes up by a lot. This guy did not like 4... I'll offer him 4 billion. You know what? I'm getting desperate out here. You're trying out my pen shop builds and it looks great. Nice. I'm happy to hear that. All right, so maybe I'll do some... What am I missing here? If I need to start I start masterworking the other gear. Look, I want to show you some insane gear I got for this build. A 4J paint orders. It's pretty crazy. Found it myself. And we got a really insane shot of Arathiel. This one cost me over 30 billion gold. Snatch it up real good. I'm very happy about it. This is a very hard to get item because it only drops in Infernal Hordes, and a lot of people want it. So very happy about that. Got an average. I mean, the aspect is all that really matters on our Lucian. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I beginner streamer here. Okay, Pain Gorgers, 4 GA. Shot of Arathiel, perfect aspect. 3 GA on the ones that matter. Lucian, 1 GA, but perfect roll. I bought these T-Bolts well, but I don't think I will need them. I realized that I might not actually be able to utilize these, but I can only I could resell them. I could flip them on the market, and I might even make a profit. But yeah, I got some insane gear, so I should probably start masterworking some of these. The pen shot has a unique popcorn sound. D4 ASMR before TTA. Yep, that's it. Okay, so what I want on this is basic skill ranks. For sure. I'm gonna go for two on the basic skill and then just kind of send it, I think. Yellow, we got it. Oh, basic attack speed. I mean, that might be okay. It's not the best, but it's not zero value for this build. I'm gonna reach 200% attack speed anyway. My amulet on this current build, this is my pen shot amulet. It's honestly really good. The 4 to alchemical advantage could be higher. I could masterwork it to be 6, and then I could put the accelerating aspect on a ring instead. But this way, I still get 200% attack speed with just 4 ranks to alchemical. But yeah, it's very hard to get amulets out here. Definitely not easy. Lucian should be an easy masterwork. I don't really care that much, so I shouldn't have to reset much. Cooldown's fine. Life is definitely fine. Another life, another cooldown. Alright, that's not bad. And finally, for my Pain Gorgers, I want basic skill ranks for sure. This one, I ideally want triple. It's hard to get Forgotten Souls. Hopefully I won't run out of them. I have like 1,000 of them right now. One? Nope. I have a feeling this might get expensive. I really don't need any of the other stats than basic skills, so it does hurt to not roll. Like, maybe I'll just stick to 2 and I'll go for the triple masterwork at a later date if I feel like this build has potential. But the goal of this stream is to get this new blade shift build up and running and get a sense for... Oh, come on, triple. Oh, okay, well, that's probably the second best. Yeah, my left click is macroed. That's how I did that so fast. I probably save hours every season by macroing my my left click. So many clicks. My poor little fingers and joints. They deserve every little tool that can help them out as possible. Like same for when I dropping items and stuff. Right click and left click. Okay, This amulet needs help. Tyler, you're loading up the game? All right, let me get you some basic gear. Do you want, like, I don't like giving people the best of the best because then they have nothing to chase for, but you seem like a nice guy. I'll give you pretty decent eagle horn with a pretty decent good post-gaming pain. Yeah. Not great. And what about... We'll give you a nice Fist of Fate on top of that. Alright, so for my amulet, I'm looking for... damage to per Dark Shroud and Innervation. Actually... let me... Maybe I'll hold off on the amulet. I don't actually know how energy heavy this build that I'm making will be. I'm expecting it to be crazy amounts of starvation, and I will need like 10 energy innovation ranks. So we'll start off with a ring, I think. Get innovation on here. This is the more important role. Needs to be a +2. Nice, we got it. And now sneaky little damage per Dark Shroud in there. Nice, very good. Can I jump in for the giveaway too? No rush though. Tyler, yes, summon seasonal. I don't have the gear for Eternal, sorry. Unlucky. Can't help you there. I only play season, unfortunately. Sorry about that, my friend. You're gonna have to kill some bosses. Duriel and Andariel will give you Azurath. So for this ring, I want to masterwork innervation. But it's very hard on legendary items to even double masterwork. So you know what? Maybe I'll just go for one. Oh, I got 2. I got 3. Okay, wow, I'm so lucky sometimes. That was so fast too. I need all these ranks. Wheela, how do I upgrade so fast? I like have a button that automatically clicks left click for me. My reasoning is throughout a season, I'm gonna spend 10 hours masterworking. So I might as well speed up the process a little bit and save my little poor fingers. Okay. Here I want all resistance. All res is pretty rare. Sometimes it takes oh, actually. There's so many. Resource cost reduction is also a good stat. I kind of just forgot about that. That might be something I consider. I'm gonna before I invest too much into this ring, we'll put it on hold for now. Okay, so we got 4 pieces done to this upcoming build. Nostalgic Sheep, you just downloaded the game for PS5. The end game looks stressful, but I'm here for it. I mean, by the time you get there, you should be used to it. You know, in the early game, the game's a bit slower. You move slower. Everything is at a good pace. I should probably link these in the trade. These are pretty good Tibalts. Well, actually, maybe I'll hold on to them for a little bit longer. Might come in handy for myself. Do you give away gear? Yeah, for sure. This tab that I have, my final stash tab, is dedicated to you guys. If you're watching, you're kind of interested in the pen shot, usually that's what this is. There's also some pain gorgers for people that enjoy basic skill builds. But yeah, this gear is for you. So if there's not an infinite amount, but if you give me your battle tag, I'd be more than happy to pass it your way. Thank you, Anthony, for the follow. Oh, Astro, it's very kind of you. Hooking Tyler up, potentially. What's next here? Oh, got your battle tag. Adding now. I have a set in my inventory already. Prepared. Locked and loaded. Then lucky hit GA on a Fist of Fate. You're lucky. Not everyone gets this. Most people just get kind of an average Fist of Fate, even 750 item power, but you won the lottery today. Let's see. He's a wave. Yeah, he's... Oh! My pants! He's there! My dream pants for 3 billion. Come on. Hope he's there. Hope the pants are still available. Oh, sorry, I canceled the chat by saying hello. Alright. Here you go. It's not the best Acid Wrath, but the GA to attack speed can be really good. Is my resistance is maxed without Rahir? I do not think so. So, pants and bow. Pants? 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 Wow, that's a sick Fist of Fate. I obviously have the bow. You can have maybe a GA Malice bow. It's not bad. Enjoy. So my resistances are... Wait, this is tier 3, so let's go to tier 4. I think I'm 4. Resistances... Oh, I gotta leave this party. Let me check here. I have 4 resistances above the cap with Rahir. That means I am 11 resistances behind the cap without him. But I could reroll this life on my pants to resistance, then I would be capped. Or if I get a GA resistance on my ring and Masterwork, that could also work. So there are ways around it. Chosen one? Yeah, Starless for this build is definitely... For the pen shot build is definitely the best one. Okay, let's see. How did it go for that guy? I was 11 minutes late to my dream pants. But maybe he will come back. Got to keep my eye on the trading there. For now, let's go back to masterworking the rest of these items. This bow is insane. Let's slap on a good Dark Shroud roll, please. 42, that's the worst roll. We want as close to 60 as possible here. 42 again? Okay. Evening, Mia. Nice of you to stop by. I'm looking for pants with the basic skill ranks and dexterity, both GA. Yeah, the problem with right here is definitely that you can't benefit in a group from the resistance. So in those cases, I would recommend prioritizing a GA resistance on your ring and masterworking that a little bit. My transmog looks insane. I mean, thank you. It's free. I didn't spend any money on this. Some people spend so much money on their transmog. I'm telling you, this transmog's available to all of us. um, it is pretty good. Okay, so for masterworking this, I think I'm not super stingy. Damage per duck shot or dexterity probably. Umada, did I try Heartseeker or Flurry? I have not tried either, but I am about to try a kind of a hybrid. This is like a, I don't even know where to start in explaining this upcoming build, but it's a mix of Heartseeker and Blade Shift. I'm using 2 basic skills in a 1-1 rotation because Blade Shift does double damage. I don't think I want that. Yeah, it does double damage whenever you cast another skill. So I have a feeling this... Umada, I'm using a Monka TOS strategy to click when I do masterworking. Oh, nice. You know what? I'll keep it. It's fine. It's not ideal. Not the worst. Definitely a good starter. So now we're... What are we missing? We are missing... Pantalonus. Got the ring. You know what? I'm gonna try get an innovation rank. 2 innovation ranks on the first roll. That's what's up. Nice. We'll just leave that for now and try roll weapon mastery instead of life. This can take a while. I got 1. Hello, TK. How much should we be able to pay for the 2GA pants? Probably... I'd say 5 billion would be my max. Ideally around 3. Whoa, I was still giving away 800 penshot gear or clearing nightmare escalation strongholds. I am definitely giving away gear if you're in need of some pretty decent Azeroth gear. Give me your battle tag and I'll hook you up. There's first come first served. There's a little bit of gear left. At least it's meant for people to get started with the build. Nice. Thank you, Astra, for helping out. I feel like I missed a question. Am I carrying Nightmare Dungeon? I might. Oh, another one. I might do some Obdicite farming or something, but we'll see if I need it. I think for now I should be good. We'll see what happens with this build that I'm cooking. If this build sucks, we'll just do some stuff together. I'll play with you guys and speed farm some hordes, some Nightmare Dungeons. 2 unstable elixirs might not be bad. For this build, we're getting a lot of potions. You know what? I think I'm going to keep that for now. It's not bad at all. And I'll just masterwork it and then I can change the passive later. Oh, I'm almost running out of Forgotten Souls. I started at 1.5k and now I have 600 left. I want as many unstable elixir ranks as possible. I don't know how greedy I can be here. I think if I get unstable then dexterity, I'll keep that as well, right? Oh, do I keep maximum resources? Feels so bad. It's not, I guess it isn't the worst. Nice. Okay, soon I'm gonna have to settle. Can't just keep going forever here. Is Pen Shot better than Death Trap? Lothbrick, it's not better at the top end for pushing. I think Death Trap can probably do tier 102, tier 103 maybe. And Pen Shot can probably do 101. So we're talking like 1, 2 pit tiers between them. But ultimately, Death Trap can go a bit further. But I've played it for 3 seasons in a row. I'm excited to play something different, so as a recommendation, okay, I think I'm gonna have to send it. Do I keep that? It's so sad. I'm gonna go try one more time. Okay, 1. Come on. That's good. And then we just send it. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep that. Good enough. Mia says, got lucky with some of my masterwork and triple hit on 2 of your uniques and my stars ring and only had to try a few times. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when you don't have to sit there for hours. So this whole bottom row is gear ready to go for the build that I'm trying. Blade Shift, Heartseeker. Actually, what about the Dagger? I need a Dagger, don't I? Lothbreaker, I want to try a Fleur build this time around, I think. Wonder if the new unique is any good. Yeah, for sure. If you want, I have some... I have the new unique to give away if you want. A item power 800 Flurry Helm. Might have even more than that, some laying around. Yeah, I have a couple. I have a couple Flurry Helms for anyone interested. In the description under my YouTube video or !Flurry on Twitch, there's my Flurry endgame guide. I think it's a lot of fun to play Flurry, and it can probably do 90-95 in the pit, so it's not a bad build, and I've been wanting to try it. I probably will try it in the next week or so. Alright, back to Dagger. I'm just gonna suss out the pants situation. I know I usually talk about not wearing pants, but I'm actually in need of these. None have been uploaded recently, and I've messaged everyone below here, so I guess I'll just be patient and wait. Alright, what kind of daggers do I have? I've been using up most of my daggers, so I wouldn't be surprised if I don't have... I guess this is 1. Okay, I have 2 daggers. 3. 3 daggers to roll. Now, I have been cooking this Blade Shift build, and the single thing that I'm stuck on is whether or not to temper Shadow Clone damage here. Or Heartseeker costs twice. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just kind of go... I do 1 dagger of each, and then I play it and try. Sometimes that's the only way. Okay, I'll add you... Wait, where is Shadow Clone? It's easy to get a low roll, I guess. Adding you now, whoa. Would you play Dark Dance aspect on Flurry or rather use Cracks mechanics? I mean, Dark Dance unfortunately has such low uptime. I think Dark Dance is definitely a good choice before you get Mythics. But once you get Mythics, Dark Dance just becomes bad, unfortunately, because we spend too little life. Loading screen? Where am I being teleported here? Oh, what is this? What a strange location. Yeah, the problem with, I don't know if Blizzard thought of it, but the mythic chest, Shroud of False Death, gives us innervation rank. So we naturally are going to generate a bunch of energy, making the new Flurry Helm kind of not work properly, which is a bit sad. Enjoy the gear. I'm gonna reset my server so I don't forget later before I start killing monsters and get confused when the ping is. Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy the build. Okay. Let's see if I can roll a little higher than that. Ideally want 25% here. Chance for Shadow Clone to deal double damage. I mean, rolling it once would be nice. Okay. 19%. I mean, please, game, behave. 23%, that's okay. And then slap on a little Dark Shroud damage on there. Maybe? Please? No? Okay, that's a bricked item. I haven't bricked many items this season. I might need to go out dagger shopping here. Oh, perfect roll. Nice. 25%. Never mind. Did you ever find your inner calm? You mean in real life? You need to do some horses to get some scrolls. Yeah. Yeah, I might need to do that as well. I have like 3 left or something. No, I have 1 left. Oh, scary. Yes, I did find I got the inner calm aspect for my Twisting Blades adventures. Still didn't manage to beat. I was very close. It was like within a minute or something of beating tier 100 with Twisting Blades, but didn't quite get it done. Okay, masterworking this. I mean, I am almost out of materials. The Forgotten Souls drought is real. If they do any kind of patch in the next week or so, I try one more time. Yeah, if the one thing I'm hoping for is Forgotten Souls, like a way to farm it somehow. Faster, more effectively, more directly. Okay, well I gotta go for it. It's not the best dagger, definitely room for improvement, but we're out of Forgotten Souls. Hey Hilfiger. Okay. Put that dagger back. I think I'm officially ready to equip some gear. No, I'm still looking for those gosh darn pants. Oh. Alright, so I am out of Forgotten Souls, which means I'm going to do some Nightmare Dungeons, I think. Does anyone want to join Nightmare Dungeons? Ideally, speed farming strongholds. Strong rooms, I mean. These keys that have the blue text that says... Do I have any of them even? Rodic strong room, these ones. Ideally, we rotate them. If you want, let's play together. Matt, before you go, can I have some goodies? Astro, of course. What do you want? What's your battle tag? And I'll give you whatever you are looking for. I can unlock tier 4. Whoa. No worries. Do I still have you, Pop? Yeah, I do. Can do a 60 or something. Unlock tier 4 real quick for Mr. Woe, and we can do some strong rooms later. Or after this. Mia is down, it seems. Got 4 of them. Not strongholds, strong rooms. So they are the little portals that are new for this season in the Nightmare Dungeons. It opens up a little separate area where you can... What is this? Oh, okay, I'm in a pit. I forgot. I was like, wait. Okay, I might not even be able to clear. That was a very strange pit design, actually. But yeah, the strong rooms give a lot of reward for completing them. So, doing them back to back is one of the fastest ways. Probably the fastest, unless I'm missing something to get Obdusite, and it's great for experience too. I've been playing with a different rune word, but for teleportation, but I think Surjaw is my favorite so far. Hey Matt, noob question about the build pen shot. I see a lot about Dark Shroud's skill, for example the chest, but I don't see it in our skill bar. Is that normal? Are we missing something? Yeah, it's a common question and confusion, because Dark Shroud is a skill that's essentially in every single rogue build, but it's almost never on our skill bar because of this aspect here. Umbrus, lucky hit, critical strikes have up to 60% chance to grant you free Dark Shroud. So that you see around my character I have the shadows, so I'm getting all the benefit from my Dark Shroud skill, but I don't need it on my bar because I generate the shadows from the pants or the defensive aspect. Yeah, we got room for you, Seabolly. Wow, killed the boss and zoomed in. That works. Yeah, we have we definitely have room for one more. What's your battle tag, Seabolly? You'll figure you don't have the Umbrus aspect. Yeah, so if you spend all your obols to gamble defensive like a chest or pants, you should be able to. We should probably change to tier 4, I just realized. So, Rogue, can you change to... Yeah, you're doing it right now, probably. Or select the difficulty in the center to tier 4. That's it. I'll invite Sibuli, and we got a four party... A real party happening. Oh, no, that's not it. Invite to party. Oops. I accidentally joined him and he joined. Okay, okay, if I joined right back, we should hopefully you guys are still there. And I joined the 4 of you. Okay, yeah, we're good, we're good. Nah, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna pop the first key. Oh, sorry, Ashen. If this a slot opens up, I'll invite you to do some Nightmare Dungeons. Someone is missing out on the accept of the Nightmare Dungeon key. Maybe they went to the bathroom. Who knows? All right, so we're gonna enter Champion's Demise, and we're gonna find the strong room, do the strong room, and then immediately leave. What's up, J Rockets? How's it going? It's good to see you. I'm very excited to try out my new build. The thing with new builds sometimes, because I do a lot of, they call it like feely craft, where you just like, you think something should, like it should be good, but you have no idea on paper if it's, the math is mathing and your build will actually deal damage. And the blade shift build I've been gathering gear for all day. So where's the portal? That's the question. Yeah, I have no idea if it's actually going to be good. So it's kind of like, oh, here it is. Found the portal. You can right click on my name on the left, on the panel on the left, and teleport to a party member on my name, and you'll immediately arrive at my location. So once in a strong room, if you're not strong enough to survive in tier 4, I would recommend you chill here in the beginning. Don't walk into the actual strong room, because we lose 10 seconds, I think it is, every time you die. I mean, should only take... Whoa, what's happening with my character? Should only take about 30 seconds anyway. But if you die more than 6 times in here, we will be losers, and it will be embarrassing. We're gonna have to explain it to our parents. And we'll need therapy in 30 years to deal with it, you know, it's not worth it. Rather not go through that. Brandon, Matthias, the problem I always have is gold. Can you teach us more in depth what you can do about this? I think the average order is probably... Yeah, I actually, it's funny because this season I was completely fully geared in 24 hours. I've never been as fast, like quickly geared in the mythic variant as this season. And it made me... I used to make these videos for Diablo 2, where it's like how far can you get your character in 24 hours, and kind of explain what I did to get there. And that journey is pretty satisfying in the beginning of a season, and it's interesting to see what different players do. So I think I definitely will do that. I mean, a lot of it has to do with playing the economy and trading and stuff like that. And the dupes obviously allow for a lot more. Okay, so I'm gonna pop another key. Oh wait, you guys gotta open the chests if you haven't. It's on the left side, next to the portal. Oh, unlucky. So after you have opened the chest, then we can pop the next key and we immediately go there. Yeah, make sure you open the chest before. Alright. See you, Astro. I will do my best to keep the streams coming. Brandon, to give you some direct tips right off the top of my head, legendary runes definitely. It's a very quick way for at the early stages, because usually if you just play for 10 hours, you'll find like one legendary rune. So I'd recommend that's like a good start first sell, like to sell to get like some gold like quickly. Other ways, like what I did in my first day, I found a 3 GA like pants, life armor dexterity pants that I sold on day 1 for 15 billion, and I used all that gold to buy Belial mats farmed Belial a bunch myself. All the items I found, I sold for more profit. And that cycle just goes on and on. But for someone starting out, if you don't have 2 GA or 3 GA items, usually 2 or 3 GA items are worth the most, obviously. And it can be harder to sell 1 GA items. Comes down to knowing what people are actually looking for. You can definitely sell like daggers with 1 GA dex and life. But yeah, otherwise 2 GA items are usually much easier to sell. And it can't just be any affixes, it had to be useful affixes. That's probably the most common thing I see from, like, I can tell someone's a beginner when they're listing items that are useless. Even if it's 3 GA or 2 GA, I can tell they don't know what people are looking for. And a good way to learn what stats are valuable is to just look at guides. Like if you look at my guides, like what stats are on all the items. If you consistent theme is like the rings have all res, dexterity, sometimes attack speed. So if you find these stats, then you know they're more valuable than crit damage or vulnerable damage, for example. J-Rock is getting my druid juiced. I'm really impressed by it right now. Yeah, I like looking at the leaderboard. The druids are. I heard a lot of despair before the season started about the druids, but it seems like. So yeah, if you can right click my name and teleport here. If you're standing at the beginning of the strong room and it's scary, you can skip having to run by teleporting to a party member. I'm glad the druids kicking butts. Pushback asks, do you think a poison build is viable? Poison imbue trap twisting blades. Yes. Twisting blades poison imbue is amazing. So any of you in my party right now, if you have a key, a Nightmare Dungeon key that even if it's legendary, if it says Heretic Strong Room, if you pop it, that would be amazing. Yay, thank you, Mia, hooking us up. Brandon1 asks, how do you have a spare eagle horn? I do. What is your battle tag? I'm right now in a bit of a session, but I will give it to you when I am free again. If you drop me your battle tag, I'll add you at least. You might need to remind me if I forget, like in 10 minutes, and I haven't given it to you already. You can just whisper me as well if you want to remind me that way. You're using Woody's build? Nice. Using Woody's build is always a safe way to go. His builds usually don't have the most damage output that you can squeeze out because they are more optimized for hardcore, which can be a good thing. Way more comfy and less glass cannon-y. Ashen, oh yeah, selling runes is a must have mythic. Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. If you even rare runes you can sell for some that are people are using for crafting. They definitely have value. Where is this? Here it is. Thank you for the B tag. Pushback currently on TB Azarath and like it, but I really enjoy the poison from SI6. Maybe give this pen shot a go. Yeah, I mean, Twisting Blades Poison Imbuement is an underplayed build this season. Can I go in here? Yeah, I can. Okay, I can go in the portal. Yeah, so I if anyone going Twisting Blades, I would say skip Azarath and just go straight for the poison version. At least you get some something very unique out of it. Kind of utilizes a lot of skills and key passives that no other build does. Okay. I keep getting stuck on that thing. I added you, Brandon. Thank you for the follow, Godric. Ah. Wait, what was that boss that spawned back here? Okay, he's gone. Brandon, thanks for the tips. On another note, the new gem that gives the damage over time builds permanent damage every hit. Isn't that OP? Is there a way to use something like Flurry? I mean, Flurry Poison Imbuement is unfortunately not as good as Twisting Blades is. But it's possible, so yeah, definitely. That's the thing. I think I was talking a little bit with Ava earlier about this, how you can play anything and make anything work. If you, I'm gonna go home and say, oh, I left you guys behind. I'm gonna go in the portal and then TP home to Saragar to sell or salvage. But yeah, any build you can make work. If you have a thought in your head like, oh, I want to go Barrage Cold Imbuement, that's a build. You can kill T4 with it. Everything can work, and I think that's been lost because everyone's just looking at the top. Like, they're looking at the pit leaderboard or whatever it is, or what can kill Belial the fastest, and that's the only thing people decide to play. But I think this game has a lot more to offer in kind of like that solo self-found mindset, where it's just, this is your journey against Sanctuary and you don't need to compare it against anything else. And then killing Belial might take you a minute or two, but I'd argue you're probably going to have an even better time in that scenario, because the sure, the game's kind of designed for that. Where did you go? Alright. I have the gear in my inventory for you, see bully. There are 2 Brandons now. Yeah, there are. There's some Brandon competition. It's funny because one of the Brandons is called Brandon 1, so I guess Brandon that we have, you're just automatically Brandon 2 now. Like, he copyrighted number 1. Unfortunate. Do I think the TB or pen shot is stronger overall with Azurath? Pen shot for sure. I've played both. Pen shot. Pen shot could do tier 100 pretty easily, and Twisting Blades quite struggle with tier 100. That's my test. Okay, I'm gonna see if Sibuli, if you find yourself next to me, I'll trade ya. Actually, I'm just gonna drop. I'm dropping 3 items for Sibuli here. You guys behave and don't take them. Or maybe Stitch can give him too. Or maybe you are, I don't know, maybe Stitch, you are Sibuli. You're mixing up the names. Hopefully it ended up in the right hands. It did. Okay, cool. If you want, instead of Blade Shift, I could give Sylvia 4J Wind Force and play Barrage with an insane start with gear. Yeah, Barrage is a lot of fun with Wind Force. I played it in the PTR and loved it, but I probably won't go for it in this season. So here's my expectation. Here's like what I'm reading through the lines of Blizzard and been following their communication for 2.5 years with this game. But their last campfire to me kind of said that this season buffed basic skills, right? Oh, where's the boss? The boss is in the middle. Interesting. This season in the patch notes, hard to even notice, but they kind of double the damage of all basic skills. And they said in the campfire that that was like their way of experimenting with doing kind of like one part of the skill tree at a time. So I'm assuming like they're looking at like one cluster of skills at a time to buff or correct kind of. And they did, season 9 was all about the basic skills, and they hinted towards core skills cluster being the next one. So in season 10, I'm expecting the damage of the core skills to all of these core skills, and obviously for other classes as well, where appropriate, to be increased. Like the baseline number of these, which will shift the meta significantly. And something like Wind Force with Barrage is, I'm predicting, going to be very good. And Eaglehorn with Penshot without Azureth, just actually Penshot dealing damage, is also going to be very good. And I'm expecting Rapid Fire to be back as well. And of course, Twisting Blade and Flurry. As like, I think season 10 will be the season of core skills. That is my if I was like an economist or whatever predicting the future of what's going to happen with the stock market of Diablo 4, I would place my money on that. Oh, I missed some questions in my middle of my rant. Thank you, Phoenix, for the follow. Will Williams, Joe Matthias, thanks a lot for the starter gear. I'm loving Penshot build. Finally got out of tier 1, lol. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad the gear helped. Is Death Trap still strong, or is penetrating better? They're within 1 or 2 tiers of each other, meaning Death Trap probably deals like 40% more damage. So Death Trap is still the top pit pushing build. But if you're looking for a variety or something different, then I recommend Penshot. Like for someone like myself, Penshot is definitely the play this season. Whoa asks, how do you know if one item is typically better than another for my unique rolls? That is it's a good question. It comes down to knowing what does what and how much. Like, for example, a skill, like one skill rank to your skill if you're dealing damage with Heartseeker. If you get 1 skill rank more to Heartseeker, consider that 5% damage. So each skill rank you can get, 5% damage. If you can get 1 more attack speed breakpoint, consider that like 10% damage. And usually 1 attack speed affix gives you 1 attack speed breakpoint, even though it's not guaranteed, but that's kind of the average. So attack speed is like 10% increase in overall DPS per roll. So those are 2 things to compare. And then things like critical strike damage or additive damage are way less. Like, consider them like 1 to 5%. Around 5% probably. Decent sword. Oh, actually, yeah, I want daggers for my next build. And then dexterity is incredible. The core stat. Usually a dexterity roll is like 10+% damage. So that's very good. So yeah, it comes down to knowing the game and then the build you're playing to know what stats are important. Thank you, Mia. Alright, is there any hope for Heartseeker this season, Mia? Yeah, for sure. Heartseeker does like tier 95. Like Heartseeker, raw Heartseeker is as close as it gets to being amongst the top of the builds. Same with that's what the build I'm working on right now is a Heartseeker Blade Shift combination hybrid build. Never before seen. It might be insane. It might be pretty meh. but I'm very excited to find out. But yeah, Heartseek is great. Invigorating Strike and Blade Shift equally so. Alright, Rapid Fire was boring in your opinion. Too much rotation between attacks to do the best damage. Can you guys kill them? Or should I maybe... What if I TP? I'm gonna do this. Teleport to party member. I'm coming, Rogue. Nice. That's funny. And now we can go through. Interesting. Yeah, Rapid Fire is not for everyone. The combo points in general playstyle is not for everyone. Technically, you're all tied at Pit Tier 100, no? The default is not the best yet. Well, we can kind of tell. Like, my build, my Tier 100 clear has almost no improvements to the gear possible. Like, we can squeeze out one more Pit Tier out of my build. But the Death Trap clear, with the bad map that Mippy had and the gear he currently has, he could probably squeeze out another 2 tiers. Or even 3. You could just tell, because there's like so much damage missing from his gear. Oh, 240 Paragon, let's go. My goal every season is to reach 250. So I'm almost there. Eaglehorn, one has pen shot 65. 61. Whoa, just for context and for everyone, if you haven't watched my new video, it gives the tips on in Eaglehorn and context about which aspects and affixes are valuable. But for Eaglehorn, pen shot and the unique percentage, like the 70% is useless, and the pen shot ranks are useless on Eaglehorn. The only thing you care about is cast twice and malice ranks, really. The attack speed can be whatever, it doesn't need to be GA. Brandon asked if duping and gold farmers didn't exist in the game, there wasn't crazy gold in circulation. What do you think the economy would look like? I imagine it would take people longer to max out. Oh, for sure. It would, like, if there weren't any dupes and Belial mats going around so for such cheap and even just gold to spend on rolling stuff, we would add another like 2-3 weeks to each season in terms of gameplay. So it would be in the best interest, I think, of Blizzard to somehow find a solution. There's multiple things. Obviously they want to remove all the glitches and the possibility to dupe, but they also need to make the game more rewarding for the solo player. So it makes the need for, like, I want to be able to find a mythic or the uniques I want without investing 300 hours. Like, make the game more accessible. He needs to go soon. Mia, all good. Anyone pushing Rain of Arrows? Yeah. Dioxide, like Will said. Dioxide did like 95 around there. I have the starting kit. Yesterday I said on stream that I would probably do Rain of Arrows next, but after watching Dioxide stream, he streamed after I ended mine, and he said, like, it's probably not going to be able to get to 100, and I was hoping that it could, and I take his word for it. He's got pretty good gear. We'll see if I get around to it, because I do, yeah, as I said, I do have, like, I have an amazing Sky Hunter bow for it. I have a decent Hakan amulet. Got the uniques and everything, so it all comes down to if Blizzard patches Forgotten Souls somehow. If I can get more Forgotten Souls, I would play a lot more builds. If they do, I will get around to Rain of Arrows probably. Oh yay, we finally got an early portal or the strong room. So in this session, I have gotten like 100 Forgotten Souls and a lot of Obdusite. Pretty good. That's the good thing about this farming strategy, is that they not only gives, like, it gives so many things you need, you know? Gives experience on top of it, like pretty decent amount. Is no Frigid necessary on the amulet? Frigid is never necessary. And for Penshot, for example, it's worse than Malice and Alchemical Advantage. Alchemical Advantage gives us everything we want for Penshot. Attack speed and lucky hit chance. So it's hard to compete with that. But Frigid is definitely not a bad, like, if you get it instead of Malice, it's definitely still good. For Flurry, in my max roll guide, why daggers instead of swords? Assuming it's for the weapon mastery effect, but why the dagger? It's mainly for the attack speed from daggers, and also, if I don't I think for the... No, never mind. I was thinking, like, are we doing close quarters combat for the pitch pushing? But I don't think we are. Yeah, I think it's just for the attack speed, because daggers are faster than swords. But with that said, I don't actually know the breakpoints at 200% attack speed, so now that you bring that up, it might be pretty close in terms of which one's better. But generally the faster... Wait, where's the boss? Yeah, okay, I was like, I feel lost. Generally, the more attack speed you have, the better, because you proc more lucky hit things. So like Ahu Quacks, the rune word, you get more value out of it the more hits you put in. Phoenix asks, I have no stars and no perdition yet, but I got a Shaco. Is Shaco better than Namal Catalyst? Yes, I would say. I mean, depends on what build. For Penshot, maybe not. I mean, it makes you very tanky and it's very smooth. It will like fix all your... You'll be faster mobility wise, but you don't get any damage increase from... no damage increase from using Shaco on this Penshot variant, because the skill ranks are not that great, but it gives you a lot of survivability and your clone cooldown will be very short. So it's not a bad option, and I would probably wear it personally. But for more damage, you want Cal, I'd say, over that. But I'd probably use Godslayer Crown above both of them, if you have that. Whoa, yeah, you can pop a Nightmare Legendary Escalation. Although, we'll see after this next inventory fill up if we take a break from these runs and see if I can find those pants. I haven't checked my trade site in a little bit. Hadi asks, what are the best aspects of the rings on the Penshot? I love the interactive streams, by the way. Thank you, first of all. So, ring and one-handed, like these two slots, doesn't matter which one you put where. It's basically a competition between the three aspects on the right side here. We have, oh actually there's four aspects. We have Trick Shot, Vehement Brawlers, and Accelerating, and the final one is Conceited, the one that gives you damage when you have a barrier. Those four are your options. For pushing, I skip Trick Shot and I go with more damage, so Conceited. And for any other content than just pushing high pits, I slot in a trick shot aspect there for more AoE. Yeah, I will give it to you, Mr. Roof. I didn't forget about you. I promised to give this guy some gear, so I'll do that after this run and go to town. Should be pretty quick. And Mia had to go too. Maybe we'll call it after this strong room right here. I might do some more if I can't find the pants though. So stick around, Stitch and Rogue, or do your thing for a bit. I might open up the party again. Mia's last round. Someone can take your spot. Nice. I'm gonna go. Actually, I guess I could invite the guy I'm giving gear to. But yeah, we'll see. See what happens here. He might not be in tier 4. If he's wanting gear, chances are you're not in tier 4. Shimmy Diablo, I've got max crown, GA damage to elites, and a perfect 4 GA cowl. I would go with... I mean, for this build, I'd definitely go the cowl, because you're going to struggle with... you struggle with energy if you use Crown of Lucian. You're impenitent. No worries. GG's to you guys who did some strong moves with me. Thank you. It was fun. Okay, we can have these gloves. Oh no, do I only have insane Azaraths left? I can't just give a... I only... Oh no. A guy impenitent? If I give him this, he's gonna have too much power. He's gonna be way too powerful. Oh, okay, I think we're gonna do it. He's gonna make all content way too easy. I'm so sorry. I'm making you way too strong. What have I done? Actually, we'll give you a non-GA Eagle Horn. You're gonna be way too powerful, sir. Enjoy the GA cold damage Azarath. Oh god, he's impenitent. I feel bad. I ruined his progression. He's gonna go straight to tier 4. It's gonna make no sense. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, my friend. Okay. Where are we at in the pants land? Getting some offers on... Oh, 10 billion? I'll sell this amulet for 10 billion. Sure. So this is how you make money. I just put it... I found this amulet earlier. Just put it up. Take a screenshot of it. Dex armor. I'm never going to use this. And if I can get 10 billion for it, I can buy a lot of other items that are useful for me. And then you just do that every day. You sell 3-4 items. You end up with an inventory of quite a few billion, and then enables a lot of builds from there. But yeah, I got distracted. I'm looking for pants. This tab right here. It has felt really good to have Obdicite from just playing Nightmare Dungeons. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. I feel like I do no damage past tier 3 with Penshot. I have all the uniques, but without GA. Is that the problem? Yeah, Muffin. You know what? I'm gonna solve your issue. If you want, you can have my final Azarath. It has a GA on the affix. It might be the missing piece to your life. If you want it, it is yours. You have a 2 GA ring, Dex Max Life if you want it. For me, I don't need it. Thank you. I'm not gonna take it unless I need it. Muffin, yeah, of course. What's your battle tag? The shine in my eyes when I saw the 10 billion gold offer. Yeah, I feel like it's a high offer for that amulet. I did not expect to get 10 billion. I mean, he might not actually no longer He might no longer need the amulet, because I was a bit late to respond to him, but we'll see. What's your okay, I got your battle tag. I'm gonna have to kill Belial some more to get you guys some more Azuraths, because I uploaded my last video and all these empty slots used to be Azuraths are now no longer in mine. Come to Serigar. I'll wait in Serigar. Chimmy Diablo, around what level would you say you were easily killing Tier 4? I mean level? I'd say it has less about the level, but probably a 150. Or maybe around 2. Basically, the key to killing a Tier 4 was this weapon. Enjoy. Hope it makes a difference. But yeah, as soon as I got a GA Azurath, like, I did Tier 3 Belial for like 100 kills. I think people overestimate like the impact of doing Tier 4. A lot of streamers and YouTubers or whatever, they're going to say, like, oh, you did save all your materials to T4. I kind of disagree. I'm kind of like, as soon as you get to Tier 1, do whatever bosses you can. Like, basically, I look at it as an exponential graph. The quicker you can get, like, the next unique item or, like, a mythic, the quicker you get the item after that. And the quicker you can farm monsters in higher tiers to get more experience. Like, it all kind of compounds. So I'm a big fan of just like not saving up your mats and stuff. What to do to win a decent Fist of Fate? Put your battle tag in the chat and it's yours. That's how easy it is around here. We are gonna equip. Wait. Overwrite that. I'll do some Belial while I wait for some people to respond about my pants. I'm gonna find you guys some Azuraths. If it's so, it's the last thing I do. None of my children will go hungry for Azuraths. I'm way behind. I'm 147 second tier 3. I can't pass the 55 pit. Any extra gems? Gems? Like the ones you put in your gear? I trade for these. Like, it's so expensive to craft the grand emeralds, and they don't do that big of a difference, to be honest. I just put them on for pushing and stuff. You're from Germany, but you know what I'm going on? Wait. I don't know what you're going on. So for Azurath, it's kind of comfy, because Andariel is always like the top choice by default. So you just open the chest and... Is that a sword with a GA? Let's go! I just gave it away, got it back! That's karma right there. You gotta be willing to... be open with your money, or with your, you know, the more you give away, the more you get. That's I think that's written in some books somewhere. Don't take financial advice from me though. I am just a Diablo gamer. But you reap what you sow, what you reap, or something like that. Another one? A pretty decent one. Oh, sorry, guys. I found this. Oh, yeah, maybe you saw that. So, the pushing version and the boss killing version is kind of the same. So, if you're ever killing bosses with pen shot, you don't need a trick shot aspect, obviously. Trick shot aspect makes our AoE damage go up, but not a single target. So that's why I have conceded aspect instead of trick shot. And another thing is, for speed farming, I put on Rune. But that is useless here as well, so I probably slap on a Thul Rune, usually. Thul Rune adds 15%. The Frost Nova adds 15% damage. It's kind of annoying. I'm fully stacked here. I'm gonna toss out some horde keys. There's too many of them. They're littering my ground. Yeah, conceited, accelerated, and vehement brawler are the 3 aspects I use for bosses and pushing. They're just all the pure damage ones. Don't need trick shot. So Shimmy Diablo? No, I do need pink ores, but I have a 4GA. Look at these. They are pretty nasty. Almost perfect. Very close to perfect. Alright, let's put back these ones. And I'm gonna clear the dirty floor from my Infernal Horde keys. And now I'm gonna refresh my pants. No new pants posted in 4 hours. Come on. I just want one set. Maybe I need to message the people I sent again. It's a little, you gotta nudge them. We'll poke them a bit. Let them know that I am the most interesting buyer. You're sitting here eating. Now I'm wondering about the 33% damage gem bust damage over time. I mean, probably. I'd say it buffs any dot damage at all. The problem with that new jewel that gives permanent increased damage is it is kind of useless in all content except for pushing. Because how long do monsters live typically? Like 2 seconds if you're speed farming. So that you get no benefit from that jewel at that point. But for pushing, of course, if monsters live for a minute or 30 seconds or the boss for 5 minutes, it's going to be huge value. But the problem with those builds that would be able to utilize it, they can't get to that high of a pit tier anyway. So at best, maybe it is a few pits increase worth of damage. But it's not like it might take a build from 90 to 95. But that's still not 100. Yeah, the 4GA Pink Orders was a very exciting drop. Have I upgraded my amulet? Make Andy's roll great again. My amulet's the same as in my tier 100 clear. I'd say it's very good. I would never expect to have a better amulet than this. The Masterworking, I could if I triple crit with it, but triple critting in this season is hard. Because... oh, it's a mythic! Air Perdition with core skills. Death Trap anyone? You're out of crystals? I think... how many crystals? Oh, I only have... hell, actually, I only have 9,000. So that's scary. Good thing doing Belial gives a lot of crystals. But yeah, now I kind of feel like I'm supposed to play Death Trap with this Air Perdition. But I don't think I'm ready mentally for that. Console him on T4 yet? Yeah. That's fair. Can finally kill him on T3 though. Nice. Yeah, I'd say the key going from tier 3 to tier 4 is having all your glyphs at 46 plus and getting your masterworking to like 8 out of 12. And having decent gear all around, like item power 800. Would Barrage be as good as Penshot this season? No. Barrage... I mean, if you're talking non-Azurath builds, then yes. But for the Azurath variants, nothing can compete with the Penshot. Applying Azurath procs to everything in our site. But if you want to go pure damage with Barrage versus pure damage with Penshot, they are very equal. Hi MT Korean user. Nice. Thank you for stopping by. Lots of respect to all the Korean gamers. They always destroy me in the pit races and I get jealous. $236 Forgotten Souls. How many do I get per run of this? 7. Not bad, but pretty slow still. Is there a point to go past 100% lucky hit chance? Yes, so for those confused, if you look at my pen shot, 212% lucky hit chance. Isn't that... shouldn't I proc Azurath every time I cast? No, because Azurath has a 40% chance. So you have to times 0.4 times 212. And that's like 80% or so. So I proc Azurath 80% of the time. If that makes sense. So it's like the skill you're using, pen shot in this case has 50%, times the addition of all the lucky chance you have on your gear and everything. And that times the chance to proc the effect that you're looking to proc. So this is 40% chance. So those three times each other creates the equation and the answer that you're looking for. And the keys to the kingdom. I don't know if that makes sense, but something like that. Your build has been a lot of reference. Enjoying it. Always grateful. Thank you. Oh, that's very sweet. I'm glad. I am glad. I spent the first 6 seasons of Diablo 4 making really bad builds, but nowadays at least I'm making some that are usable by people and they actually deal damage. I feel like I've learned a lot about the game in the last year, which has enabled me to actually make useful things compared to what I used to do. Where am I from? I'm from Sweden, but I lived in Australia for almost a decade, and now I live in Canada, so I'm kind of all over the world. But I grew up, my family's still in Sweden and everything, and I spent my first 20 years on the planet in Sweden. But now I live in North America. My wife is from Canada, that's why I am here. We met in Australia, so yeah, it's lots of long stories. The sword really helped. Only need good Fists of Fate now. Thank you very much. I'm glad. Yeah. Fist of Fate does help a lot for this build. What province? Alberta. Alberta. Three GA chest. I might be able to sell this. People love seeing stars on items. Even if the item isn't necessarily... This is a pretty bad item. But it might sell for like 5 billion. Because people love stars. For some reason. I have one stash tab that I dedicate to items I'm selling, just for some context. The purple tab in my stash, that's like all these items are usually for sale. So I can keep track of like where they are in my stash. Does my wife game? She didn't game at all until COVID happened, and then we bought a Nintendo Switch, and she got into Zelda Breath of the Wild, and now like Tears of the Kingdom, and she played Hogwarts Legacy. She loved all like those three games, like changed her life. So that kind of like became a little bit of a gamer. And since then, she's like never found a game she enjoyed just as much as them. So she's been kind of like on a gaming drought. But last week, it was our first wedding. Like we've been married for 1 year. My anniversary gift to her was a PlayStation 5, and there's so many games on PS5. That like solo kind of like campaign adventures that I think she will enjoy. I haven't played them myself, so I am excited to get into it too. But that's where we're at. I'm hoping she can find some new games she likes. We have like Witcher 3. We have the Horizon games. We're playing the new Split Fiction together, and we did play It Takes Two back in the day as well. What else did we get? Oh yeah, we're looking to get Last of Us as well. So hopefully she will be kept busy. Am I excited for when Diablo becomes my main source of income? I love the optimism. I'm in a very fortunate position where I don't need money from content creation like YouTube, Twitch, or like I'm genuinely doing all of this because I enjoy it. Like being part of something I think is very important for anyone, right? It's like the community feel for any human is so key. Like a lot of people are isolated this day and age, especially in the Western world. And I think I would be if I didn't have content creation. Like I spend so much time, I work from home. I don't have like most of my friends are international. Like my friends back in Sweden, most of my friends live back in Australia. Like I don't go out with friends very often, but I hang out, game, or talk on Discord or with a lot of people, or stream like this, and that satisfies a lot of my like my social bucket, and just like that feeling of being part of something. Especially now I joined Max Roll as well, so there's a lot more like Diablo meetings and interacting with the humans, and to me that's the only like reward or benefit that I crave from this whole experience of like playing Diablo and making guides for you guys. And I am not like I run my own like video editing business on the side. I've done for the last 5 years or so. So like I'm covered financially from that, and I'm not planning on stopping that anytime soon. It's a great passion of mine, helping out some incredible clients to grow their brands on social media. And I love that. So basically, it's like the stereotypical thing where people are like, you're an artist or a painter or something, and it's like, oh, you could like sell these and make a lot of money, but like, would that actually benefit that person? Because then the hobby becomes like, I feel for streamers that like, oh, I have to wake up and stream today. I have no interest of playing the game that I'm supposed to play, and like I just feel like curling up in a corner in the blanket. But you have to stream? Like, that seems like a lot of pressure to, like, feel like your entire income putting food on the table. Especially if you have kids and stuff. Like, I don't know if I want that. So, it's a long answer. But, I'm very grateful that I can... like, I can do this without feeling like I rely on it. Any financial benefits I get from it obviously is amazing and supports me and my wife a lot in what we're wanting to do with our lives. But it feels nice to be in a place where I don't need that to be the case. I feel like I live a very, very stress-free life, basically. Playing Witcher 3 for the first time is an incredible experience, man. Good shout. I'm excited. I think I haven't played it myself even, so I think I'm gonna jump on that too. Ooh, that's a good Scoundrel's Leathers. I think now that Mippy is pushing rank 1 with DT, it's gonna like expose more players to like, oh, I should play Death Trap. I want to play the best build. So items, like in terms of talking about the economy in the game, items that are used in the top build on the leaderboard immediately go up in value. So a perfectly rolled like item like this, the aspect and 2 GA, like that's definitely worth something. Okay, I gotta show you guys what's happening on this. So this guy has these pants that I'm looking for, and I've been like the whole stream, I've been trying to buy these pants. He has them. Turns out he didn't like my offer, but now he's wanting to buy my amulet. And now he's confirming that he can trade the pants too. Hallelujah. Let's go. I can I can finally get the pants of my dreams thanks to this amulet. 5 billion gold he's offering. So I don't know how this works out. So I'm supposed to give him 4 billion. I get 5 billion. This is going to be an interesting trade. I hope he's on. Get lost for days in Witcher 3. I'm excited. Excited to jump into that. Wait, are these two bolts any good? No. They are not. Oh, let's go. He's adding me now. All right, it's all happening. I am excited to equip this build and find out what the heck. I pasted Scoundrel's leathers and this AI tool thought it was flesh render? What is happening? How did it get that so wrong? All right, I pasted it again and it worked. All right, the guy added me. Now I just gotta find. Do I have the amulet somewhere? I hope I have it. I better have it. Oh, is this the one? Is that even the one? Okay. It is the one. I want the pants, 4 billion. 10 stack. He's adding 10 stacks of husks. What? I didn't realize he wrote husks too. Do I even have slots for husks? I don't. Yep, blade shift's coming up. Okay, I have no idea what's going to happen in this trade, but I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be like 7 items, bunch of gold. Usually it's just like gold for 1 item, but I think this will be... Wait. Oh, just straight up trade item for item? I'll do it. Wait, I think mine is worth more. I'll do it. Whatever, I'll do it. I've never traded an item for another item before. That's so funny. I actually love that. It feels like that was like primal. Like we're back in the marketplace in the medieval times. It's like, hey, you can have 3 chickens and I'll take your 1 table that you built. Oh, that was good. Oh, wow, that feels good. All right, that was the final piece of the puzzle. We just gotta masterwork it. I didn't get my stacks. I expected to get some stacks, but I guess it's fine. So many pants. Okay, all these items are going in. Yeah, old school Diablo trade for sure. Watch. So look at my whisper here. This guy Roof, you're asking, watch my new video. I I give 5 tips. If you have issues with energy, everyone, go to my new video guide to give a bunch of energy tips. All right, let's go. How do you farm so many husks? I just trade them. People are duping materials, so meaning like they like copy paste them somehow. I don't know how they do it. Oh, Xario, I didn't realize you were here. I just saw your chats, didn't notice the name, the legend. So one Mia says one legendary whisper cache chaos gave me 300 crystals for 48 Paragon souls. That's pretty good. I mean, I guess they're pretty rare as well. How many did you get from Belial? I got like 7 or 8 Forgotten Souls per. That reminds me. Wait, why is this map so unread? Okay, there's. I haven't done this PvP zone in forever. It's still not respawning the whisper on it. Anyway. Oh yeah, I need to temper my beautiful new pants. So the temper is supposed to be second wind and caltrop size. Yeah, it's happening. The dupes are happened again. Ooh, nice. Second wind done. Caltrop size. That's good enough for now. We just want to get started somewhere, and then I want to roll armor on these pants. Any armor enjoyers? Got the perfect life, but I want armor. There we go. It's good enough. Hey Connor95. How's it going? Okay, what else? This two-handed need to be, I think resource cost reduction is going to be the play. Either that or this affix. I'm going to try roll a bit higher. Is this... If I can get closer to 20%, that would be great. Continue a lot of uses cost if you're using Lucerne. Yeah, exactly. So look at this ring, Sario. 6 innovation. It's crazy. I don't know how I did it, but it happened. And then I have another 3 innovation here. So we're rocking 12 ranks of innovation. I mean, that's stupid. I don't even think. Is there any benefit of having 12? I don't know, but I have it. Anyway, maybe we'll stick with 18 for now. We will roll it later if we end up needing more. And what else? We need sockets. We need aspects. Moonrise. Adaptability. Cold clip. What's my final aspect? Vehement Brawler. 5.5 million gold real FX is crazy. Yeah, it's insane. If you don't have trading gold, it's just too much. Wow, that's a lot of sockets to add. I have stuff that I don't need. If you want, I can give you. Connor 95. What do you have? I would love any gifts you have. Connor's coming in hot with a giveaway. I should probably craft new jewels so I don't need to, like, whenever I go to the armory and I go back to pen shot, I don't need to like craft new jewels. That's gonna be annoying. Or like unsock it and sock it. Yeah, that sounds awful. Wow, 4GA perfect Godslayer crown? Are you kidding me? Thank you. That's gonna go straight into the hedge funds. Love you. Okay, we are gonna want which jewels? I want the summon size and idle. I have never crafted the summon size. Where is that one? We're using Shadow Clone to deal quite a bit of damage with this build, so it's definitely a good one. All right. Sweet. Sorry, I wonder if Innervate is better than resource cost reduction because Blade Shift isn't that best lucky hit skill ever. True. Do you have Perdition or think Lucian? I have Perdition, yeah. I think Lucian would be more damage, right? That's my... I mean, it's so easy to swap him out. Crown Lucian for Perdition is just like one click and we're done. But I thought I'd start off with Lucian because any build that utilizes this build, I mean, it's just got some style points. One less mythic is a win in my book. Okay, we need to use and steal the green gems. Unfortunately, because I don't have more than 6 of them. So we'll pop these in here. He found a 2 GA Beastfall boost with perfect unique and a GA resource and movement speed. Not CD, unfortunately. This is worth something. I think it's worth something. I think it would be, yeah, Brandon. I think some of the Death Trap builds, I don't know how reliant they are on the cooldown reduction on the Beastfalls. I mean, definitely not like it's going to be a huge difference if it was a 4 GA or whatever, but not bad. Okay. Put these back where they belong. And what rune words am I going for here? The crit percent of predictions realized? Yeah, it is. But at the top end for pit pushing, we can cap our crit chance just with caltrops and Shroud of False Death adds a lot of crit by itself, just all the passives. So I think I'm okay there. So now the big question is, and this is what I was asking you, Xario, in the rogue chat on Discord, because I haven't played this. Is Ahu Quack's gonna, because this is the adaptability build, which means we want to be at max energy all times, and if Ahu Quack's kind of like destroys our energy pool, then it might not be worth it. So we're gonna find that out. Oh yeah, I didn't masterwork my Pantalones. This really Oh, it says basic skills. That I actually, this is more. I was like, this is not that important, but no, it is. Oh, what? My first 2 clicks. If this is a triple crit, I mean, I'm calling the cops. Okay, okay, okay. That would, I mean, fair, fair. Couldn't just casually triple crit the basic skills right there. That would have been ridiculous. Now, in reality, I think the Paragon board is actually, is it literally the same? Like the thing with the rogue class in season 9, the Paragon board stuff has kind of become silly because it's every build I've played uses the same 5 boards, the same 5 glyphs. Like, what's up with that? Yeah, I couldn't get to feel good. That makes sense. So this is the build that I have been cooking. We have Fluidity, Devious Control, Headhunter, Deadly Ambush board. I guess I could add in. But other than that, it's looking very similar. Maybe I just reset it anyway. Let's do it. I'm gonna reset it anyway. We're going for it now. I'm gonna miss out on chat for a minute. But you can see what build I'm thinking of as I put the points here. This is version 1 of this build. We'll see if there are improvements to make to it, or if we should bury it and never look at it again. This is the 1-to-1 Heartseeker Blade Shift build. With 13, I mean, 130% chance, is that even a thing? It, like, is someone asked me before about like hit chance, and I felt so confident and know how to answer it, but like when this effect, does this, like any like a hit chance effect, it does help, right? Like it goes, it's not a cap at 100, because 130%, like it would be like 1.3 times my like a hit chance, right? I'm assuming it would increase even past 100%. I could be wrong. Definitely could be wrong. So before I reset this, is it even necessary? No witness. Eldritch Bounty. Same. I guess the question is... Canny can go in the first board. And we put Fluidity in this board. Headhunter. Control. Devious. Sweet. Alright, quick looking at chat. Oh, I've missed some Zarya messages here. Same boards, glyphs, typical stuff. I know having higher percent on your proccing ability like Pencha in the past, we'd have like 300. Yeah, that would still help. But the proc itself, having higher, I don't think we've tested. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like uncharted territory here. How do I best navigate the starter board with Canny? I think we should go up on the right side. I think going up here with Canny. Going here. Something like that. Oh wait, that's an int node. 49. Don't need that. I guess we can save 2 points there. So now we have 49, 54, 59. That's pretty good. Oh, that's all of them. Okay, that's a pretty good canny board. Devious. Do we want the attack speed in? I think I do. Hopefully my Paragons are enough here. Gonna go for this attack speed. I think I'm close to... I might be at 200% cap with the attack speed in this build. So this board, I guess, is deleted. I should have just reset my board, but this is fine. I just gotta undo these last two boards. And then I'll slot in Deadly Ambush and that's it. The only real optional board in a lot of builds is Deadly Ambush, Exploit Weakness. And I guess you could consider Cheap Shot and Tricks of the Trade as part of that a little bit conversation, but well, yeah, there is a way to right click with a Monka TOS on these as well, I guess. But it's so loud and obnoxious. Okay, here we put Deadly Ambush. I guess I don't necessarily need that life. Like that maybe? Poisonous Link, disappointed every time. We'll never find X-Terms in here. Is that 200? That is not just yet. Something like that. I think we will need this resistance up here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it. We'll see how many points I have left, though. Thank you for the follow, Bro Tusking. Dark Side? Yes, I'm streaming on Twitch. So if you see me like read chat messages that you don't see, that's probably because the chats come from the other side. The dark side, even. It's so comfortable, the close quarters combat now. We can max out the key passive simply with these two nodes. We just need 36% from these two and use one dagger. And we are capped in close quarters combat. It's kind of ridiculous compared to where we came from. I have so many points. What have I done wrong or right? I'm so confused. I just have so many points. Can I get all this? And like all this? Oh, okay. That's where all the points went. I probably want all these even more. All this rest is juicy. Now I am out of points again. That went fast. Do I want Devious? I guess. That is fine. What's my armor like now? If I pop some juicy incenses, I'm slightly short on armor. Boom, right above the breakpoint. I'm slightly short on resistance. 2.1 off. Is there any resistance lying around? I don't think I missed any resistance though. So how did I cap my resistance in the guide? I have 1,000 intelligence. Here I only have 900, so that's probably what it is. What I could do is use another incense. Whenever you're short on resistance, you can pop the core stat Spiral Morning Incense. Gives a little bit of intelligence, so we go from 74.8 to 76. That's pretty good. We're just one short. So some intelligence in the board or all rest would help a lot. Making sure we're definitely ticking all the... I think just leveling up and getting more int and stuff is going to be key. All right, that's fine. We're not capped on fire and lightning, but we'll take it. I think the build is complete. Thank you, Darkside. Yeah, Matthias the Streamer is my name on Twitch. I think Gamer was taken or something. I forgot what happened there. So the final rune word. Should I go for probably a pull? Like a Sir Cry? Something like that. I might swap out the Cax rune here. Maybe I'll swap it out for now. Let's go to the training dummy and test out our build. Okay, so actually this is the interesting part. How do I ensure every other blade shift and every other Heartseeker when I attack so fast? Can I hold down one button and spam click the other? I don't know. Maybe. Do I need to use like a Monka TOS strategy of clicking 2 buttons? That's usually not what we want to recommend. Like, hey, here's a build where you need an external tool, third party, to click buttons on your keyboard. That is not going to be ideal. But what about my controls? Probably want these 2 abilities there. Just a bunch of traps and boosts, and that's looking solid. Change our control scheme. Wow, all the follows. You guys are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me while I get this peculiar build together. I think that's it. Wow, my energy is wanting to go down. Wait, do I have... Oh, I haven't... Okay, so we don't have the most important affix on the dagger. We need to roll restore resource affix here. It was funny watching my energy just like, I am sinking. It was like straight out of the Titanic. Wait, wrong page. This needs to be that one. First roll. It's a sign. Hopefully my energy is a little... Okay, yeah, there you go. Way more stable. Okay, so I'm curious just to like put on damage numbers. So what is my crit actually? We have crit chance 52%, and if we look at our skill tree, we're getting 15% from Heartseeker, 20% Trick Attack is 35, 55, 65, plus 10. So it's like 75 from our skill tree. We have like way too much. Oh, I can't keep up with my fingers. I'm gonna need some third-party tools to play this build. But that was like a 10 billion crit. That feels like that's pretty good. Oh, that's funny. Wait, what happens if I'm gonna hold both buttons? Oh, it seems to work. I can hold both buttons? No. No, wait. No, I lose the one. I lose the one I click first. I will share this build if it turns out to be successful. But right now my issue is I'm required, like, I have 200% attack speed, so I need to alternate my two actually, maybe the way to do it, I just found a way on my mouse. Maybe I can just like spam click. It's very helpful. Above both these basic skills is these green bars. So I can see like when I'm attacking with each. But I will share this build and guide and planner and everything if it turns out to be useful. So basically, to explain what we're going for here is this fundamental blade shift node, casting a skill other than blade shift, empowers your next blade shift to deal 100% increased damage. So if we're intermixing like a rotation of 1-to-1, Heartseeker's still going to deal a lot of damage because look, it's rank 26 and all of our items like basic skill ranks, our Heartseeker's dealing, like if I just throw Heartseekers, like it by itself is going to deal billions of DPS. But it will be a fraction of what our blade shift will be. But yeah, my hands will break for sure. So what is my attack speed? It will only say, oh yeah, interesting. It will say 151, but because this is not including the 55% from this item. So I'm at, with basic skills, I'm at 200%. All right, let's go into the pit. I already like feel like I'm sweating from clicking the button so much, but it'll be worth it for science. You know what? I might use a tool to play this build if it's good, just to prove its potential. What should we try? Let's try with like 80 or something. And then we'll gradually go up from there. Oh, my camera's a little bit crazy position. Okay. Oh yeah, do I have... Oh, that died so fast. Holy crap. My gear is too good for 80. Oh yeah, Paingor, I forgot, like Paingor is like a big part of my DPS. Okay, let's finish this 80. Because I'm curious if what the boss will be like. Yeah, need a macro for this build. This build should come with a lot of disclaimers. So if I don't throw another skill, I have no AoE, but as soon as I throw caltrops or something, everything should be dying. Which is kind of the case. Having no mobility skill is hilarious, I think. But here we are. We're the rogue class. We can zoom and dash around, except with this build. We are basically a barb. Where'd that elite go? To the bathroom? Come back. I bought this mouse recently, and you know, all the mouse ads are like, yeah, you can click, this button has a guarantee of 12 trillion clicks before it breaks. Pretty sure with this build I'm gonna surpass that number, and gonna need to start a donation fund for a new mouse every session. But I mean, I'm playing without a macro right now, and it's working. But I guess this is tier 80 with really good gear, so I shouldn't be too proud of my accomplishments so far. But the thing is, though, I could just remove the Heartseeker tech and just go all in on Blade Shift, because the gear is very similar. So this is just like version 1, and then I will like trim off the dream and just go straight for Blade Shift build if this doesn't seem to be worth it. It's very satisfying though. Alright, let's see the tier 80 boss. Spirit Caller, you're... don't stand a chance. Pretty good, pretty good. Easy 1 stagger. I mean, this should probably be able to do 95. How quick that 80 was, at least 90 should be very doable. What build is this? This is Heartseeker Blade Shift Hybrid. Oh boy. Back to what you said about taking the Heartseeker out and keeping Blade Shift. Could you do the same in reverse? Yes, Kingslayer. I could. So see how I'm like this build is buffing equal amounts of Heartseeker as it is buffing equal amounts of Blade Shift. So that's why what kind of enables this. And essentially the theory is that like Heartseeker will do like 40% of my damage or 30 or something, and Blade Shift will do 70 because of this right here. And ultimately that together will conspire into a build that deals more damage slightly than just using one or the other. That is the thinking behind it. Should I save my Resplendent Spark to craft a specific piece or just gamble? If it is your first mythic, 100% gamble, because there's so many that are going to be useful. You're going to be able to, like, it's like 60% chance that you're going to have a very useful mythic. If you're very unlucky, well, then you can cry and farm another spark. Oh, I just did another 80. I wanted to open 90. But yeah, I'd say definitely gamble and hope you get Starless, Air Repetition, or Shroud of False Death. Like some of these mythics you can use in like every build. But if you get a Shaco, you can still slap on a Shaco in any build, and it's going to be a good item. Is there a way to have a full Heartseeker build? That was my favorite rogue. Yeah, of course. This you can look up Maxroll Dioxide's Heartseeker build. This is very similar to that already. Just get a Shard of Rathiel, get a Moonrise on your two-hander, adaptability on your amulet, cold clip somewhere, and you're cooking. And Pain Gorders. Definitely use Pain Gorders, these gloves. Heartseeker's very good. You can do like tier 95 or something with good gear. It's almost as good as the top builds. One thing people aren't talking about is how well balanced the rogue kind of is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has... I just opened an 80 again. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely some room to improve the rogue, like, balancing. But it's way better than it has been. It's so... my brain is, like, talking, answering chat, like, whatever I'm doing in the game is just ridiculous. How do I have 4,000 stones to open pits? I have no idea where they came from. Alright, 90. This is like, what is it, 10? This is like triple health of what the last one was. So now we're definitely struggling a little bit in terms of killing these elites, but... Definitely doable. They were... That was 2 staggers, I think. I just realized I have the seasonal power to remove DR auras. But I didn't utilize it on those. Wow! My DPS there was ridiculous. Is a rogue good to play? WID. Play with? To play with? I love rogue. I've played rogue every season since the game came out and loved every second of it. Wouldn't have it any other way. Favorite class. Forever in my heart. His triple elites. Wait. Did you... Oh, he's still there. I thought I like executed him at 70% HP and I thought I found a bug that would send me to the pit tier 150, no problem. But no, it didn't happen. He just went invisible or something. Oh, you know what? Well, I'm clearly strong enough for 90. But I haven't even changed my seasonal stuff. I still have my pen shot season set up. Kingslayer, I was only curious because you said that Heartseeker was only doing 30%. It was just, you want 100%. Yeah, it's in my particular setup. Heartseeker is not the king. In this particular setup, Blade Shift is the king. But you can go all in on Heartseeker, no problem. But yeah, I totally understand where your question is coming from. I'm gonna save this right here. What do we even call this build? I guess it's called HSBS for Heartseeker Blade Shift. HSBS. BSHS. Which one goes first? Do I want Huspus or Bushus? Anyway, I will need to change these things here. We definitely don't care about, I think, Vampiric. Hard Shift, that's true. Hard Shift or Blade Seeker. That's actually so true. This is the Blade Seeker. Which one's cooler? We need a poll. I don't know how to do polls, but if you have a preference between Heart Shift and Blade Seeker, all right, okay, let me know. Everything else is the way it should be. All right, so here I need to slot in. I have never used Bottled Wind, but people are saying it spawns a potion. How does it... do you guys know how this works? Maybe I'll try it outside of town. It seems like it would be good. Alright, so we want to execute things. We want to remove damage reduction auras. Who is stronger in min-max? Heart Seeker or Penshot? Penshot is way better than Heart Seeker. Or way better, but we're talking like double damage. So five pit tiers higher Penshot is... Alright, so here it says, invoking your catalyst grants a barrier. After it dissipates, its essence is bottled back up. Okay. How do I invoke my catalyst? Do I need to hit something? Okay, so there's my catalyst. Here's my bubble. And there's a potion. And that happens over and over again? So when this thing pops, I get a potion? Wow, that's amazing actually. I didn't realize this. I can get infinite potions in the pit? So this, like, look at my amulet has unstable elixirs. It's like the most value I've ever seen. I get... That's like... such a good passive for me now. With this version. Alright, I just had to get excited about that for a moment. Now we're going back in the pit. Now I can remove the auras. Should be very helpful. Like Bladeheart. Like Braveheart. That's actually a good one. I like it too. Wait. I can't... I feel like these damage numbers need to go. I can't see anything. The DPS is real. Wait, what am I? What are my rune words? Oh, I have the Xan rune word. I'm overpowering a lot. I just realized. Do I want that? Do you see the orange numbers? I just realized. Instead of cracks, I didn't try cracks yet. I guess overpowering is pretty decent. It's worth a shot. It ensures that my energy is always filled up at least. I mean, this is crazy. I just think I'm surprised how quickly it bursts the elite sometimes. So there's gonna be a competition between all the basic skill builds. I'm gonna try out this version, the Blade Heart, the Sario the build with the combination of the hybrid, and I'm gonna try Heartseeker by itself. I'm gonna be trying Blade Shift by itself, and push with them all and see which one takes the top slot. But yeah, this whole potion thing is crazy. I like, I'm spamming potions and I'm still 10 out of 10. The value from this seasonal thing is really good for pushing. I haven't been able to use it for pen shot because we're using a jewel that requires control arcanas. This kind of sucks. There is an argument for the barrier arcana. Because, yeah, like right here, if I had the barrier arcana, I could just remove all these barriers and these elites would die like 10 seconds faster. I wonder how much damage I'm losing by spam clicking. Like, I have a feeling I can't click as fast as my attack speed would allow me to attack. Like, I'm losing attacks per second just because I'm a human. If only I was a robot. Sags may work with this version because you are using Heartseeker and have so much innervate. True. A lot more lucky hit. Probably regen your energy instantly like Darkseid does. True. So then the question is there a rune word for the Xan rune that isn't Ahu? Like, can I benefit from this overpowering with another rune? Like Neo or what else? Like Pock? I mean, with Quacks, I would be spending a lot of energy. Maybe Pock Xan, but the uptime would be so low. Maybe Cry Rune, the pull is just better. So any pit where you can't pull multiple elites together is automatically going to be so much slower than some of the maps where you can easily pull together 2 or 3 packs of elites. So even though our progression is good, it could be even better on a better map, which is a good sign. Nice. The question is, will I be able to kill the boss in the first 3 staggers or not? Because that's like going to be a big determining factor here. And in terms of my DPS, difference between 95 and 100. Nice. Finally, a pack without barriers. They almost die in one crowd control. Okay, I've done 2 pits and my fingers are kind of hurting. That's... Oh boy. This is not a build for human hands. Slither. So our damage will increase after 80%. Definitely not a 3 staggered kill. So then another question is, with Heartseeker, maybe there is a, like the other node of Heartseeker adds 15% crit damage. It would make Heartseeker itself deal less damage, but it would increase my damage with Blade Shift. I'm scared. I don't know if I can tank that. I've been face tanking more effects than I normally do, but so far it's been fine. Oh, I'm losing damage because of my fingers. I could have killed him there, I think, if I was a little bit better at the video game. I mean, it's not that bad. I think this is like a 90-second boss fight or something. Probably could have been 60 seconds on a really good boss with better execution. Nice. Tier 90 is still pretty good. We'll take it. Let's try changing the rune word to cax. Gonna be caxing it up. My masterworking could be way better. Highest you're done is 87. Yeah, I mean, my gear is crazy. I feel like a lot of it is my gear. Like, I mean, look at this shard. 3 GA, 150%. I feel like not a lot of people would have this. And my pain quarter is 4 GA, although that's not necessarily important. And it could be the aspect isn't perfect, but all like gear like that would help. So yeah, the question is this additional target or increase my crit damage? I guess if I'm going quacks, I need a lucky hit as well. Hello, bro. Diablo 4s, where's that? Okay, I should go try out. I need to get my whisper before I go to the dummy. Two GA gloves. Is it any good? It is not any good. Bug game. Yeah, there are bugs in most games, and certainly some big ones in this one. But I still enjoy it. Okay, we're gonna suss out the energy consumption and generation more so. You might be an argument for running the restore affix on the two-hander just to get full energy if I go to 0, but maybe it'll be fine. We're about to find out. Wow, I restored. Look how quickly I restore my energy pool. That's crazy. Actually, sometimes it's like a little bit slower. I guess if I'm lucky, it instantly refills. Oh, there I got stuck. You have a 4GA, 125, yeah. Slightly better. Okay, I'm gonna try this in a pit 90 again. So the only change we have done is Xan Rune versus Quax Rune. Last time the elites took 2 daggers. So sure, pit 150 clear, yeah. Pretty much a bug clear right there. Alright. Like, I was surprised how much I was overpowering. It seemed to be getting a lot of value from the Xan Rune earlier. Okay, I'm gonna just find the next elite pack. I'm not gonna finish this whole run. I just want to see somewhat of a comparison on a regular elite pack. Here we go. Okay. Similar or less DPS. There it seems pretty high. Yeah, that second half of those elites were pretty insane. It's hard to say just from testing. It's not like an obvious winner, Xan versus Quax Rune. You play Rogue, Pit 95? Yeah, that's how it is. If we don't compare to other classes, the game's a lot more fun. That's the way I look at things. If I was constantly looking to over the hedge towards what my neighbors were doing over in Rogue and Barb land, I would probably not enjoy my time as much. But when I look at with Rogue community and what people are doing. I'm having a good time. Everything is pretty balanced. My nickname at my workplace in Australia was Peeping Tom. My job was to document an entrepreneur's life for like 8 years, 6 years. So my job was to be a Peeping Tom, like a professional, just constantly stalking him with a camera. And yeah, I feel like it's pretty accurate. Yeah, I don't know why, but obviously this is like a bad run with not the greatest mobs, but... And maybe my fingers are getting tired. But I'm not convinced. Maybe Sand was better. What if you took the Bachelor's Talisman and swapped your helm for Cowl? Cowl sucks. But no, it's true. Cowl gives unstable elixir. Those are very valuable. What do we have on Cowl? Is it... How many trick attack ranks? Because we have 100% uptime. We get 4 trick attacks. Each trick attack rank is 5%, so that's 20% damage plus 48. 48 times 1 or 1.48 times 1.2. Yeah, a perfect color names might actually be slightly more DPS. Like we're talking 1% more. And we don't have the downside of the energy, so Cowl could definitely be an option. Very, very comparable. Random, fun question. If the plus 2 passives on Shroud was master workable, but it would take triple crit to go from +1 to 2. Would that be preferable any other stat on it? It definitely would be. I mean, it's an easy answer because all the affixes on Shroud are pretty meh. It's like all stats and life, and they're not that impactful affixes. But another plus to all passives would be ridiculous. Essentially, that item would give you double damage and double health, if that was the case. It's pretty good. That damage seemed really good. I'll take a lethal shrine, why not? These succubi that fly around are not great for me. They're trolling me. Thank you, Ace, for the follow. Wouldn't mind seeing a Dario rogue back. Yeah, unfortunately, it's gonna require some changes from Blizzard. That's the thing, like, because I've played every season of this game. The thing that consistently happens is that the things that are bad eventually become good, and the things that are good eventually become bad. It's kind of like the cycle of the game. So if you play every season, like, you kind of follow along the meta, and it's nice. But if you play every 5 seasons, or whatever, like, you might end up seeing, like, the exact same builds over and over again. Well, obviously the last 2 seasons have been that for Rogue, but At least this season they managed to mix it up. There has to be a way to utilize those overpowers. I mean, overpower is nerfed to the ground, so overpowering is not that important anymore. Okay, I'm so close enough to the boss that I'll go for it again and see if we can get a better boss and inspire a better time. I'm only at 3 potions because I haven't been picking them up. It's funny how my damage is directly connected to how quickly I'm clicking. When I'm kind of slacking, I'm kind of reading chat, I'm just kind of clicking a bit slower, then my damage goes down accordingly. This is definitely macro required to get the most out of it. I mean, 20 billion crits are pretty satisfying to get. I mean, other classes might say otherwise, but as a rogue enjoyer, take that every day of the week. One more elite pack, maybe. My uptime on cracks is really solid. Okay, I can't really pay attention to it, but I guess that's a good sign. It should be worth it, right? I mean, I stood AFK this whole, like, I feel like half of this dungeon I was like in my menu and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna try wait for him to spawn these little fire pools, and when he does, like now he's gonna spawn a fire pool. And then after a while he spawns monsters from the pool here. Here. And I can proc quacks on those. Oh. And maybe increase my DPS here. I think that was worth it. Maybe. Copium. Now I at least got the boss past the 20% mark where my quacks is quacking. Might die to the shadow thing, but okay, 3 staggers got me halfway. That's pretty good, I guess. It's kind of similar to last time, though. Hi, Matthias. Any chance to get a really good poison? Could we be able to mix poison trap, poison beauties? Yes and no. Like, poison imbuement twisting blades is really good. No one has been showcasing it on YouTube amongst all the rogue creators. Maybe I should be the one. I feel like I'm doing a lot of the heavy lifting in showcasing rogue builds sometimes. To, like, off meta stuff. But maybe I should do it. Because Twisting Blades Rogue is actually really, really good. And no one is playing it. I mean, this can do like tier 95 plus. Which is like one of the best builds for Rogue this season. You can look up like the Twisting Blades endgame guide on Mike's Roll by Ava. I'd say he's got the most experience with that skill out of most rogue players. He's done so much testing for that skill. So I would trust his guide. But of course, you could also play Poison Trap, but that one's probably going to struggle to get to tier 90. So this is like a 3-minute boss fight on tier 90, so we're talking... It's going to be like a 5-6 minute boss fight on tier 95. Yeah, this will not do... I can't see this doing tier 100. With perfect gear, probably 97. Still pretty good. Oh, 5 successful glyph upgrades at 70%. Arter Hell 13, please post the build on max roll. This build right here. You guys want me to cook this out a bit and post it? I will. I'll definitely finalize it a bit and get at least it out to you guys in the stream. I'm gonna go hang out with my wife now. I think it's been fun cooking this, and thank you guys. Yeah, I was playing all that without a macro, so there was some definite human errors in terms of spam clicking. The way I was doing it on my mouse, I was using like slight, like one finger below the other, and kind of just spam clicking, like left, right, like kind of doing this motion, and that was how I was trying to maintain the 1-to-1 rotation. But yeah, definitely some improvements to the gear to make with the masterworking like this. Sorry, while I have you, the biggest question I have about this entire build is this temper. Should it be chance for Shadow Clone to deal double damage up to, like, we can get it to 55% on the triple crit? Or should it be Heartseeker hit twice? I could make Heartseeker deal more damage, but I don't know. I don't know which one's the best. If you have any thoughts, like it rolls really high. We can get it up to 77% on Heartseeker cost twice. But yeah, that's my main question. I'm gonna be cooking with that overnight, thinking about it, maybe testing it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all as always. It makes it so much more fun to play this game when I can be with you guys and answer questions and whatnot. Thank you for commenting on my last video. If you haven't seen my 3-minute, I feel like it was a record. A video guide for an ARPG, it was 3 minutes long. Most videos I feel like are like 20 minutes. The video guides in these games, they're just too long. I try to make them short. But yeah, anyway, take care everyone. I hope you have a good one. Until next time.